Okay, so here we go. Back to the long dark. Back to long dark. So, um, episode 5 already. I'm starting to feel it. The long dark is a stressful game. So, I've poured myself a glass of wine now, and hopefully I don't make any rash decisions. That's what tends to happen. But we've been playing this as sort of one continuous thing, so I feel like I still know what we're doing. Now, again, I was worried a little bit earlier about how the schedule would be kind of messed up. Yeah, first things first. Let me drop this stuff off because I don't be carrying that around. So I got to cure this stuff a little bit in a cave. I forgot to drop it off in the camper, not camper thing. And now I'm just going to leave it here, I think, for a couple days. I've pretty much checked all this stuff as far as I can tell. So, ideally I find a hacksaw when I go to the hunter's cabin. I can also drop some of this other stuff, because I'm not going to need a fire or anything I'm not wearing. Generally, clothing is actually kind of heavy. As long as I leave in the same spot, ideally I would just tear it up for materials and start repairing my shit. And in fact, the only problem is... Okay, so this is a good time to explain this. So there's skills in this game. Sorry, back to the game. There are skills, and skills affect how effectively they affect how efficient you are at building stuff or doing any of the major activities in the game. I thought they were here. I guess they're not. They're in here. Badges? Are they? Yeah. Challenges? No. Where the heck are your skills? J, is it? No, it's journal. Crafting. Log. Oh, yes, it's here. Okay, so, because I already harvested that carcass, I've got a little bit of skill towards that. And basically, as your skill goes up from 1 to 5, you become better at doing these kinds of things. So, currently I have a layperson's understanding of harvesting a dead animal, meaning you are clumsy and unskilled. Don't cut yourself. So, essentially, I have no bonus. I tend to lose a lot of the meat that I'm gathering, or it just takes me forever. The more you play the game and get those abilities, the higher those abilities get, the more efficient you are at it. So that's actually something to consider, because there's a couple ways to do that. Either you can do those activities over and over, or you can read books. And reading books is the easier way to do it, and it's actually I don't know. It's basically like, it's a real privilege in this game if you have a chance to read books, because what it means is that you have to have a full stomach to do it. So you have to have enough energy to do that sort of thing. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just warming up while gathering some cloth, because cloth is going to be useful regardless. And one of the skills I'm going to want to work on is my clothing mending skill. It's a pretty important one. I think it also affects how quickly you make armor. Make these things, clothing. So essentially, the things that I want to repair are the things that are going to provide the most bonus for repairing. Because there's a chance I fail here, so I don't want to mess around. But if these succeed, it's so nerve-wracking every time. I can get the condition of my gear up pretty high, which is awesome. This is not going to get a lot of warmth for this repair, but it's okay. I need to repair it anyways. So I had to do that while it was daytime. That's one thing. So now it's it's dusk basically. So can't continue to do that. So I have to effectively spend my time though. So I should have left that cloth, all that teardown of that cloth to now, but that's okay, because you can do it in the dark. You can also break down certain things by hand in the dark, specifically crates. And considering my lighting situation, which is not super great, I mean the lamp situation, I don't want to waste anything. So yeah, I've got a couple different books. I've got The Wilderness Kitchen, The Frozen Angler, and Staying on Target. So cooking, fishing, archery, all super useful. I can drop these off though, because I will be coming back here. I do plan on reading them. Yeah. I've screwed up my schedule a little bit. Again, like I keep saying. But what I can do is I can make other things. So I do have enough bandages, I think. I should be okay for that. This is the new hat they added. So it takes 3 pelts, 1 cured gut. I don't have a hat yet, so that might be useful. Just taking a drink. So yeah, that's an option. But I think I mentioned this before. Maybe it was during the audio failure episode. But the problem with building anything out of rabbit skin is that it dies quickly. And when you're later in the game, at least this is a problem I found with the mitts, is that they break down quickly because the rabbit skin's not super durable, I'm guessing. And you have to go to the trouble of hunting rabbits, which isn't such a big of an issue, but it just kind of takes you out of the cycle. Oh boy. So what I think I'm going to do, I got a bunch of water. I was trying to get up that stairwell, and for some reason I was getting stuck. I think I was getting stuck on this chair. One thing you can do while you're inside, which is quite nice, is you can just gather snow and cook up water regardless.
This'll come in handy.
So I could try and start a fire, see what that's like. I would be using matches, a book, and not oil. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try and cook up some of that tea that I have and some more water, even though I don't eat it right now. The idea is I don't want to go to bed just yet because I'm not tired enough to do so. So
That did it.
I'm going to use the rest of this fuel that I have, some of the reclaimed wood. I'm going to throw on some water pots. It takes an hour, so 2 hours to cook, or 2 hours to go from potable to non-potable. In the meantime, because I have the heavy hammer, I can break down chairs and crates and things, which will also clear this space out, and sometimes you can find stuff. However, I need to turn off this, because I don't need it. Damn, but of course. So I can take a torch, use the lighting to just figure out what I want to do. That's going to keep burning, that's going to keep breaking, so I'll just break down some stuff. So, breaking down wood, trading time for wood here, which is, you know, semi-effective because I'm just going to throw more wood in there. But I'm getting water in the meantime and clearing out this space. These shelves take a while, a little bit too long. This one's okay. My torch is going to go out, that's fine. I just needed to see. Again, it's just sort of a function of time as well. Oops. It's okay. Sorry, a function of fire time is what I mean. So, ding, ding, ding. More reclaimed wood. Keep the fire going. Should... Oh, got 15 more minutes, so it doesn't boil off until... for a while. So, I'll break this down. That's fine anyways. Break this one down too. And now got more water. So another reason why I want water is because when you're cooking tea, which I haven't been doing so much of, you use water. So yeah, now I'm at 8 liters. So I'm gonna stash some of this. I'm just gonna drop 5 liters of water. And it makes nice little water bottles here. And I don't want to use too much of my fuel, but also I'm always kind of working with...
Not sure why I feel so tired.
you know, the capacity issue. So, more water still coming. And I'll take that torch. Go break down some more stuff. All I'm really doing, trying to effectively do here is make use of my time. Now, ideally, I could repair clothes too. That's another thing, and actually, I might do that because you can. This counts as light. So if anything takes an hour or slightly less, pretty sure the boots or something I want to repair takes an hour and a half. 70% chance. Okay, here we go. Of course it failed. Fuck me. Okay. You knew that would happen, right? That had to happen. It's gonna happen. Still not tired, so. Alright, here we go. I think if it fails at like under 50%, at least you don't use the leather. But there we go, new work boots. So they give me quite a bit of warmth, and they're durable as shit. But they do slow you down a bit. Tough, but not warm. Okay. Yeah, what is it comparing it to? Deerskin boots 2.5. I mean, 0.5 more is warm. Okay. These boots are fine. And now I'm tired, and now it's late in the night, so that's perfect. So, I've repaired a bit of gear. I've got still no hat. My stuff is curing downstairs. I worked on my... what's it called? Drop one of these. I worked on my repairing of gear, which is a big deal. Oh, fuck! I forgot about the water. Oh! Hey, not so bad. Okay. I'm continuing to drop water. If I need to grab more, I'll grab more. And yeah, so tonight, I think I'm going to be eating some of these. Nah, just kidding. I'll keep working on these cans. Because again, it's all about carrying capacity. And this also gives me a bit of water too. So, Pinnacle peaches really are the best. Look at that. Ugh. Sweet, sweet peaches. Okay. I'm gonna go to bed. I could have cooked up some more water. It's okay. I got a torch. I'm good. Unless I really want to. I mean, I could time it. I could try and time it perfectly where, you know, if I do like... Oh, and I don't have enough wood to do that for now. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Drop these because again, I don't like to run around with too much weight. So, here we go. This is what I tend to do. Let's see, what's my carrying capacity at? Oh, I mean my condition. I'm fine. I'm laughing. Let's do it. Sleep 8 hours. No big deal. It'll be daytime when we get up. And then we can run over to that. We can run to the train derailment. Day 3. Early enough. Fuck. Of course weather is going to be an issue. I'm going to carry this around because you never know.
I could eat anything right now.
Instead you're going to drink. Cheers. Okay. Let's see. This will be at like 15%, 20%, 22, 20. Awesome. It sounds windy, but let's see what we're dealing with. Hopefully not too bad. Too bad. Come on, visibility. Really? It doesn't get much worse. It does get colder though. Oh boy. Oh boy. What's I could break down more stuff because I have the hammer. That is a major advantage of having the hammer. I saw a flare. I thought I saw a flare. No, I guess it was just... maybe it was that red. Okie dokie. Scrap metal. I think you literally
could use
can break
this.
these down for scrap metal. No, you can't. That would be kind of cool. Drop some of these, because I don't need that much. Yeah, the problem is your carrying capacity goes down when you're tired too. So as the day goes on, you start to become more encumbered, sort of. Compare this. You know what? That's worth it. Let's use this light. This is kind of an example when I could read a book if I wanted to, but it sounds like the wind just died down. So that's at least a bit. It's on its way out, so I can kind of balance this a little bit here. I'll drink some more water. I haven't found any coffee yet. Coffee's actually a real game changer. The wind just changed direction. So it does sound quieter though, and 16 is less than it was before, I think. Although the problem is I want to go that way. So I guess I could just eat a bunch of cattails and read a bit. The problem is I don't want to read until, you know, there's no point just like reading. Basically, it takes 5 hours to get anything out of a book. Wilderness Kitchen would be the first one that I want to actually read. I didn't choose the feat where you actually gain a lot more for reading, so yeah, fuck it. I'll try this. Let's do it. We're going for the long term, so you have to use a lot of calories to read, though. To read! So let's do it. I got a bunch of cattails. I can do it. Hopefully the weather dies down. Research. Let's try 2 hours. Listen for that wind. It's still windy. Okay. Eat a little bit more. Up a little bit more. Even up a little bit more. Here we go. That book went in my inventory, and now I use it again. Oh, shit, that's not the right one. It's an orange book, not a red book. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and ta-da! So, the weather's better. I got a bit of cooking experience there, and now that it's a book that has been researched, it goes into your fire. Goes into your fire stuff. Research already complete. So that's handy. That's good. You just ate, and you learned all about eating. He was reading about eating, so that's why he's hungry. Reading about cooking, I mean. I feel like this is a good drinking game. I just drink every time I drink. Works. Oh, it feels like 7 degrees. This isn't Canadian winter. We're in Florida. Now the flags are waving. This is wonderful. Okay, so it is gonna get late though. Dark, I mean. So, what I'm gonna try and do, as I always do, is be as greedy as possible in this game whenever there's these kinds of opportunities. And that means I'm going to run over to that lookout up there. And after that, I'm going to try and make it down to the Hunter's Lodge because I've got quite a bit of energy. And it is bright out for a little while. Excuse me. Hopefully I find some lamp oil or, I mean, I've got the torches. I'll be okay. I know my way around Mystery Lake a bit. My carrying capacity is not terrible. Although it will get worse if I find stuff up in the lookout, which is what I'm hoping for. So, decisions. Another thing I can do is I can try and take down some of these rabbits and just drop them down for more cured gut. But, to be honest, considering the gear I found, I think my best, like the thing I'm really aiming for is to try and find that hacksaw so that I can get some of those birches down and maybe find some maple saplings, which I think I may have even seen over there. And then the idea is that I can create a bow. And creating a bow is a big deal. Although, I will still have to get the knife first. So, let's run, apparently, up this hill. And let's hopefully find a hacksaw. / make our way to the forlorn muskeg. So, I am, again, running through this relatively quickly. Typically, I would like to have gone through a couple more zones before I go to the forlorn muskeg. But in this current route that I've taken, there's not too many more major landmarks to hit before I get there. So, I will just try to keep my hopes high, and hopefully we get some good stuff here. That's a fake news thing over there. Nothing over there. I think it used to be. Pretty sure in alpha or beta of this game that was a thing.
You could eat anything.
But, nope. Okay. This is the real deal. This is the one. And hopefully we find some goodies. Fingers crossed. Because that's the only reason you go to these other locations, is to find the stuff, right? So, if I find the stuff, then I'm okay. The lookout. All I'm saying is that if we get to the forlorn muskeg in, like, the next 2 days, I'm really pushing an early knife here. Like, I've got like a knife by day 5, day 6 kind of thing, and that's probably the earliest I've ever gotten it. Pretty sure. Oh, for God's sake, another hammer. Yay, a hammer. I think typically, like, they spawn 3 hammers in on Interloper. Maybe less on most runs. Like, I've had whole runs where it's a real pain in the ass to find a hammer.
Stuff will come in handy.
And so finding 3 of them at 3 major locations means that I'm super lucky. What am I complaining for? I mean, to start, I use the hammer a bit, so this one's 80%. What's this one at? This one is at 100%, so no complaints. It's getting dark. I was hoping for a hacksaw. I got a book and a hammer. I don't see any matches or anything else either up here. There's usually 1 to 2 other swans. Pretty sure. Looking around, not seeing anything. Maybe you guys are seeing something that I'm not. Ooh. Okay. So long. That was alright. I upgraded my hammer and got a book. And that didn't take me too long. So, now to the hunter's cabin. There is a derailment down there that I could have checked out. I probably should have. But I find... Whoa! I find if I go to the derailment first... Like I said, I remember going to the derailment first before. And there's a high chance of wolves being there. And if you do that, and you do this, and you get to the hunter's lodge in a day, then you're doing really well, but it's not guaranteed. So, I went with this instead. Here we are. Skyrimming our way. Or I guess Morrowind would have been the first game that did this, really. Okay. Here goes. That's a wolf. Okie dokie. I'm headed that way. Pretty sure. Oh, come on. Ain't afraid of no wolf. He's afraid of me. Eee. He's not afraid of me. It's a frozen creek. Cool. I didn't know there was actually another zone here. Kind of fun. I mean, eventually, whoa, another one too. Eventually I would like to 100% this game. It's even a thing. You know, find all the maps, or find all the locations. But we'll see. We're aiming for making it through the first week right now. Just like school. That's where I'm at in school right now. But I had a day off today, so that's why I'm doing this. Hopefully I can continue to do this while I have school. And hopefully it doesn't take away from school too much. But I've got a couple weeks, I'm guessing, before things get crazy. There's a bear. There's always a bear in the distance.
So hungry.
Sorry. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I follow. Hey, you know what? Still bad at that. I'll grab my rock. Mr. Bear, how do you get the rabbits? Bear doesn't mess with rabbits. The bear gets fish. I don't think the bears actually eat anything in this game. Apart from you. Fuck. Oh, okay, I may have been turned around here. Waxing poetic. Pretty sure. Wait. Pretty sure. Still on the right track, but usually that ridge means. Yeah, okay, never mind. Went a little bit out of the way, but not so bad. Put the rock away. Start picking up some sticks. And we're back. The Hunter's Lodge is basically right along the southernmost part of this map. And so you can follow that rock line all the way to it, usually. And there is a bear spawn near it, so I should have known that that was where it was, but I didn't think that that other little hut was so close. I'm pretty sure the bear,
I mean, find a place to rest.
The place to rest is right over here. It is. Ugh, I think. Fuck. No, this does not look familiar. Oh god, I may have really fucked up. I might be wandering around in an area where I don't know. Yep, I think that's what's happening right now. Fuck. That's the problem. When you actually get lost in this game, it's actually kind of terrifying. I mean, it doesn't help if there's, you know. But that's okay. We are nimble, like the rabbit. Wow. Fuck. Okay. If I don't find where I'm supposed to be going, hey, you know what you can do in a bear cave? Take all the stuff the bear did. No. No, you can't. The stuff the bear did. Shit. This isn't good. I'm turned around. So, as I was saying before, the hunter's cabin, and that's not it, is in the southmost corner of this map. And I thought it was over this way. I think I may have just turned around and kind of started heading away from it, but shit. I'm trying not to use a map. For whatever reason. I can go down, you know what, I'll just go down to these cabins. At the very least, that's what I've stumbled upon, so I'm gonna use it. But I honestly don't think I've ever been over in this area.
Holy.
And somehow sprain my wrist. So if you move around too much and stumble around like an idiot on hills, you can sprain things, and that's what happened. And it might be the case that these aren't even fucking cabins. Okay, that one is. That one's an outhouse. And I can't equip a weapon. No rabbits for me. Oh, this is a proper save. Ooh la la. Okay. So this is a house with a bunch of books in it. So there's a few of these in the world, and I've always noticed it because there's not all of them have a bunch of books, but basically it's a really nice thing for building fires. But you don't get much else in these. Now, I don't think I picked up any painkillers. This one. Nope. And I've been avoiding all of those reishi mushrooms. And the other ones. What's the other ones? The mushrooms that actually give you painkiller stuff. I forget. The brown ones. So, I'm an idiot. And I have a sprained wrist, so it will heal in time, 2 hours. But in the meantime, I can't do anything. Oh, God, I can't hunt anything. And I can't, if I get attacked by like a wolf or something, I'm fucked. So I'm definitely shucksed, I mean. How tired am I? Oh, super tired too. So, and it's also almost nighttime. Okay, I also can't break down stuff if I've got a broken wrist, I think, or a sprained wrist. I could be wrong about that. It seems to be giving me the option here. Let me see. There's no other way to hunt rabbits. I could just rest here, even though I don't have a lot of food. Calories are done. And I don't think I'm going to be able to find that hunter's lodge at night. It's not a good situation. Well, I've got lots of cattails. I'm fine. I got water and cattails. That's all you really need. That's the story. Cattails. Woo. Here we go. And they don't even make you thirsty. Five times 150. 750. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's what I'm doing. I'm not really planning on using the wrist to using my wrist tonight, if you know what I mean. But I think it's just a good planning regardless, because it is getting darker. I'm taking my time. I don't think you can repair clothes when you have a sprained wrist either. Let me check and see if I can break stuff down. Yeah, you can. That's okay then. Although I did that while having food, which is kind of a waste. Whatever. Okay. I know. I just drank it, but I'll have some more. Go to sleep for 8 hours. Hopefully get through the night, and that will have my wrist healed up. My condition is fine, which is great. There's my wrist. I'm gonna pour some more wine and keep us going. 3 days and 17 hours. 3.7 days.
Never been so hungry in my life.
Okay. It's still dark. A lot darker than I thought. The long dark. Ooh. Yeah, and it's not even daytime. You know when you wake up and you're like, when you're camping and you want it to be daytime, but it's not? That just happened. It's probably like 4 o'clock. A couple more hours. Alright, well, there isn't much here. If we go outside, it might be brighter. Tends to be the case. I didn't check a map, so I'm still wandering like this. Ugh. Oh, and it's -11. That's not great. Check this before, right? Oh, I didn't.
I can always use more food.
Way to go. Okay, And yeah, I actually kind of got turned around. Okay, this could be bad. I'm going to use the morning because as soon as there's like a little sliver of sunlight here, it counts it as daylight, even though I can't see shit in real life. So I might use it to read. Nope, can't use it to read because I got rid of my books except for that one and this one. This is a useful one too. Let's see. You know what? I could do that. Although, I do have the calories. Let's do it. Fuck it. Let's eat up. Read up. Too dark to read. Thought so. There it is though. The sun is coming up. It's gonna be good in a second. I just need to wait. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I swear that's how it works. Drink up some more water. There's a few things that take time that I can use to do this. Is there anything else I can do to waste some time? Should be good. What is it? Sorry. Here we go. Oh, come on. Look, I can even see the window. Alright, well, you get the idea. I'm running out of water. I got lots at home. That's what I got it for. That's what I cooked it up for. And dog food gives you a bit of water. The tea will give me some water. Some thirst quenching. Too dark still. I can break down curtains if there are curtains in this place. Is it worth wasting a little bit of more oil? Hey, there we go. Can't break down my tool. Sorry. Little trick. Can check. Here we go. Another 15 minutes. Although I am still wasting the calories as I do this. Oh, come on. It used to be. Maybe they patched it. Maybe I'm just misremembering, but I figured as soon as there's a little bit of daylight, it usually counts it as day. Alright, counts it as light. I have a lot of sewing kits. Okay. I'm just gonna keep spamming this. Just kidding. What else can I do? Look for something to break down with my hands. A cardboard box. Shelf? No. Cardboard box. Where are you? Door down to the right. Cardboard box. Where is it? I'm sorry guys, this sucks. I'm bad at this game. Oh wow, yeah, I can't see shit. Trying to be cheap here. Trying to make the best use of my time by breaking down things in the dark that you can break down. Like the cardboard boxes. And the cloth. And now I bought myself some time to read my book.
I need to find food.
They definitely patched it. I have distinct memories of looking around and being like, I can't see shit, but at least I can read in the dark, apparently. So, I mean, I'm making some progress anyways. Breaking stuff down. Got some more tinder plugs. Whatnot. I guess they just patched it so that it's not so abusable. Yep. Okay, so the idea was to wait it out, but since it is actually becoming dawn, I might as well just wander out. You know what? I feel like I'm not even really saving the oil here. Oh, that was pretty sad. No, it's still dark. It's not worth it. And it's 21 degrees out. negative 21 I mean. Okay, so this is part of the long dark. This is going to be the boring metagame stuff. It's not even really metagame. I wouldn't be going out if it was this dark. I can sleep for a couple more hours. Waste all those calories at a spot used. Look how bright it is. And yeah, negative 9. You're wind guarded, so that's a thing. Again, I still did not look up that thing, that location. I'm hoping to get to the Hunter's Lodge and then call this video, because that was pretty painful. I'm sorry. If I stay up high, I didn't leave anything in there, did I? I don't think I did. I was just trying to read the book. Okay, so we got a carcass. I'm pretty sure this is the easternmost side of the westernmost side of the Mystery Lake region. And I just need to keep heading south.
Made it through another night.
There's dawn. Okay. I wonder if it requires you to be at dawn for you to read. I hope not. What is that? Just a texture? Yeah, it's just a texture. Thought it was a flank of venison. Mirages. Old mirages. Not really. Okay. I mean, if this isn't the westernmost side, then I am totally lost. Because this looks like an awful... Like, it's either the southernmost side or the westernmost side. I'm pretty sure it's the westernmost side. Although I honestly haven't approached the Hunter's Cabin from this side before. It's funny, I don't think, does the sun actually show in this game? I can't remember if there is like an east-west thing, like if, I mean, the sunlight's coming from over there-ish, or is it just like a bright sky? Who knows? This looks promising. Yeah. Okay. I was right. Thank God. No more sprained wrist. Sprained wrist. I always thought it was spranged growing up. Spranged wrist. Sounds more painful. There we go. Sorry, buddy. No, you just sprained it. Oh. They listen, and I think they change direction probably. Oh, they don't even.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Sweet. 2 more gut. 2 more rabbit pelts. Thank you, bunnies. Got some food for tonight. And hopefully some good gear. Okay, so we made it to the homestead. After all that fumbling around in the dark, literally. I apologize. Ooh, 2 deer. Here we are. Ooh. Here we are. And I'll probably call it after... You know what? I'll leave this.
Gotta eat soon.
All the potential. There could be some cool stuff in here. On the next episode. See ya!